In last week's video, we talked about how we have been stuck in Kanab, Utah for 2 weeks waiting on a very important piece of mail. And now with that mail in hand, it is time for us to continue our journey north. But before we leave the area, there has been a hike that we have been wanting to do, and we're going to do that now. Let's head to the belly of the dragon. I can't tell you how many times we have driven past this.
I'd say 24 times.
And have not stopped to see it. We even commented on the great boondocking down here. How have we not been here?
I don't know, it's like we've heard about it, but we didn't realize it was just right here, you know, right in the same area that we keep going past.
Yeah. There's so much to do in this area. Okay, here we go.
This is a super short walk. I mean, like
we're almost there.
Like 100 feet.
Can we get down this way?
Yeah, this is the main trail. Main trail, Rudel. Oh, you did it! Oh, good boy! Wow! Yeah, I don't know how well the camera. This is a good test for the camera. It just gets darker and darker. Although I do see light at the end of the tunnel. What is it, Rudel? Rudel doodle. Yeah, it's pretty dark now. Oh, the camera's still picking it up. I must have just filmed the whole walk. And the ground is a nice soft sand in between the hard stuff. You don't really need a flashlight, as I just about tripped. Who is it, Noodle? Okay, here we go. Here's the exciting part. So the tunnel actually passes underneath the road and keeps going up the wash. So you could look around. It's a beautiful little hike up here. You can make it a short hike or a long hike or whatever you're in the mood to do. It's a beautiful day today. And it's amazing how it's not a crowded one. I would have expected a whole bunch of people. If you just drive another 15 miles up the road, you're in Zion, and there's going to be people everywhere. Gorgeous day. No, hardly any people out. Dog friendly. I don't know, we might be coming up to the end, or maybe a slot canyon, I don't know. Looks like there might be a pretty cool waterfall here during a rainstorm when this wash is full. Maybe one of those chocolate waterfalls. We keep waiting to see one. Yeah, that's the end of the trail. And that'd be it. Maybe a 25-foot waterfall.
climb up that easy.
I couldn't.
Yeah, you could.
My fingers won't hold.
I could do it, no problem.
Right.
I could.
No, you're not gonna try it.
Other than this pile of rocks at the bottom, it's a ladder.
A slippery one with snow and ice on it.
Oh, there's no snow or ice right there. Very cool. Now we know it's at the end of the trail.
Yep.
Otherwise, we would have always wondered.
What if we went just a little further? But I did notice there was a little walk around trail over here, so technically I bet it keeps going.
It goes up
Yeah.
and over. So this is a man-made cave, but they made it for water drainage. And over time, the water running through it has shaped and formed the bottom. So it's really cool. It's short. You gotta watch your footing. But it really does look like you're going into the mouth of a dragon. It's so cool. If you're not easily amused like I am, you might not think this is as cool as I do. There's my Poodle. Hi, buddy. Did you see me come in? Yeah, you're a good boy.
Today we are 18 miles outside of Richfield, Utah, just off State Route 24. And we're up at about 7,000 feet. But what are we doing here is what I'm asking myself. But we're actually waiting for an appointment to get our van in to get some shocks, new shocks and struts for the front, and also an outer tie rod. So we've got about 4 days before those struts come in, and we wanted a quiet spot where we could hang out. And this is just about as good as we could find because we cannot get off the road very far with the snow. And so I think this is gonna work out just fine. I do apologize for that wind noise if it's picking up any, because as you can see, that's blowing snow in front of me. It is super windy and cold outside. It's not bothering Rudel whatsoever. There is a little bit more snow in the forecast, not much. We're so close to the highway that we can get back on one way or another. And I think we're just gonna wait it out right here. Yep, just gonna wait it out and go to our appointment on Monday or Tuesday, I guess. But I don't think we're gonna have to worry about anybody joining us. I don't think anybody else is crazy enough to camp in the snow with this kind of a wind chill this time of year. It's early March right now. It is beautiful though. We're right on the edge of a reservoir. It's partially frozen over. I'm kind of liking this location, other than it's way too cold to hang out outside.
We really debated coming this far north because we always check the weather before we head in a certain direction, and we did notice there's a snowstorm coming, but we wanted to go this way, and we knew we wanted to use a Les Schwab, so this is where everything kind of took us. But there's a problem with coming this far north in a snowstorm is we're at 7,000 feet here at this reservoir, so I can't use my Webasto. Plus, the Webasto has not been working. It's not even a year old yet. I'm not a happy camper. We won't talk about that right now. So how are we going to stay warm at 7,000 feet without a heater?
Well, we're just going to run the motor until we go to bed. Just run, keep it, run it for an hour, and then we'll go to bed. And then in the morning when we get up, we'll run it for another hour. And that's pretty much what we'll do.
So this is what we're going to do is, well, first let me show you these. We invested in window coverings about 4 years after we started van life because these are kind of expensive. This set for the front windows is by Wonderful.
They're insulated too, so they make a big difference.
They make a huge difference. This set was $300, but I would say they are worth their weight in gold. We absolutely love these. So I'm going to put this in the front window. This works in the summertime. It keeps the heat out. In the wintertime, it's going to keep the heat in and the cold out. So we got the passenger side for both doors. We got the front window, which we're going to put those in up here. Now I just couldn't splurge and buy one for the side window, so we're going towel.
You actually made one for that side window.
I do, but the towel's so much easier.
It's just easier to throw the towel up.
Now, because when it's cold like this and super windy like it's been, we get a lot of draft through the door, through the gap. So when it's super, super cold, I just take a blanket. I'm going to use a magnet on the door and fill in that gap at the bottom.
Yeah, just basically the last inch on the ground. You could actually just roll a towel up and put it there too. You
could, but I'm going to be in my beanie and my awesome Denali sweatshirt that I never take off. Yeah. And another one of my tricks is I have a heating bottle, a water bottle. So I will heat this up. Definitely sleep with this at night.
And we got tons of covers, so once we're in bed, there's no cold issue.
There's not. So we'll have my hot water bottle, and we will have hot tea.
I'll be having cocoa.
I did buy you cocoa because I knew we were going to be up here, and we'll have soup. We'll make soup for dinner. And between all of those things, if we get cold, we'll just get up, turn the van on, get it as hot as we can in here, and then turn it off.
And we'll probably need the extra solar from the DC to DC charger anyway, so it's not a huge deal.
Yeah. Now, that's not super efficient because running the van burns quite a bit of fuel, as opposed to the Webasto that burns like, what, a gallon 24 hours?
About a gallon in 20 hours compared to a gallon in 1 hour just running it.
We're going to keep a close eye on the fuel tank. We'll need to make sure that doesn't get low, that we can get back to town, because right now that is our only source of heat.
Yep.
So we're only here for 4 days. Now we could avoid all of this and stay in a Walmart parking lot. Who wants to do that for 4 days?
No way. I like this location.
So since it's so cold outside, this is a perfect time for me to work. I'm actually working on editing this video right now. And we'll just hunker down inside, take Rudel out for a walk when he needs to go out. And other than that,
it'll be just fine.
It'll be okay for a few days. Oh, what is that, Rudel? Is that snow? Yeah, come on. Good boy. You like the snow? Yeah, come on, let's go. Yeah. You weren't expecting snow, were you? No, you weren't. Come on. Morning routines look a little bit like this. I get up early, take Rudel for his walk, we make ourselves breakfast, and yes, he always gets the last bite. Entertain ourselves a little bit with YouTube, and then I usually do a little bit of work. Now, I usually don't show you me editing because it is boring. By the time my video is completely edited, I will have watched this video on average probably 30 times. It continued to snow all day and well into the night. But we woke up to our first glimpse of sunshine in 3 days and bright, beautiful blue skies. But don't let it fool you, it was still frigid. Way too cold to hang out outside.
I'm gonna let the sun shine in today. I'll paint with colors and I'll sing until my lungs give out. I'm gonna let the sun shine in today.
Good morning. Beautiful blue sky, not a cloud in the sky, but it's 19 degrees Fahrenheit. Quite chilly this morning. We're actually up early because we need to leave while the ground is still frozen. That reduces our chance of getting stuck. So the reservoir froze over last night. Let's see how thick it is. It's a lot thicker than I thought. Rudel is not happy because we made him stay in the van because Rudel likes to chase skipper rocks. We can't have no dog falling through the ice. Okay, so that's my furthest one out there. Let's see what you got.
Okay.
That sound is cool. Maybe I'll go this way. That's fun.
Boy, Rudolph is not happy.
Brr.
It's cold, huh?
Yep.
Okay, we gotta get going if we're gonna what?
Stay ahead of the weather. Now this is the perfect time to leave because the ground's been really muddy and it's been questionable if we're gonna make it out of here or not. So we did see a couple cold nights in the forecast. Last night was one of those, got down in the teens. We're not gonna have any problem getting out of here this morning.
Release the hound. He's gotta go for his morning walk.
Okay, Rudolph. Oh,
Oh my!
oh boy.
Hi.
Oh.
You happy this morning? Okay, you ready? Let me have it. Here you go. One bounce, that's it?
Riddle! Riddle doodle! Oh, let me see it. Oh, let me see it. Oh, come on, Riddle. Let's see the ball. Oh, I had to go pee.
I don't know if you can see all these footprints. This is Rudel and us from sinking in the mud when it's thawed out in the afternoon. Ugh. Frozen. Oh no, her feet came off. There's one.
Stick in there.
We might have to put them on when it gets warmer.
Ah, had to dig that one out.
We ended up staying here 4 nights, 5 days. It was super cold, windy. We didn't get a lot of outdoor playtime, but it did work out for a good place for us just to relax and wait for our appointment for our vehicle coming tomorrow. Warming up fast.
22 degrees.
Yeah.
It's a tropical heat wave.
This would be impassable by the time it hits 35.
Yeah, it would be a muddy mess. Our parts should be here tomorrow, so we may get into the shop tomorrow or the next day. But we came into town to get a little closer to the shop, and it's almost 2,000 feet less elevation. Oh, it feels divine. Outside without a coat. Feels amazing. I think the high yesterday was 32 degrees Fahrenheit. That was the high. Today, here in Richfield, I think we're sitting at 55 degrees. Feels good to be out. And there's something special about communities who integrate trails right into being part of the city. And this is a great example of that. Here's an example of a spot that is not epic. We're parked next to a power pole and a fence that has razor wire on the top and a big giant water tank. I would not stay here on a weekend. I think a night or two is okay on a weekday, as we are now. There are so many mountain bike trails, hiking trails, ATV trails, off-roading trails. It's an incredible spot. I mean, it's not exactly ugly. You see the van, buddy? Yeah. And this is only a taste of what's to come. We got some special plans coming down the pike. We're home, Rudolph. We made it. Hello.
Hello. Good morning from Richfield, Utah, and we are at Les Schwab this morning getting new struts and shocks and an outer tie rod for the ProMaster. I've always liked Les Schwab. They're all over around the West, so it works good for us when we're traveling, and they have a lifetime guarantee on these struts, and these struts are not cheap, so that's a big deal for us. We've been getting new ones about every 2 to 3 years. I told the mechanic, or the guy, that we are super heavy, and he's like, oh, that's no problem. You don't like the feel of the struts, and they're guaranteed. We will replace them. It looks like I'll be the first vehicle in, as there's no line waiting this morning. I got a feeling this job's going to take a while, probably at least a half a day, because the struts are hard to get to, and that's the reason why I'm not doing it myself. You have to get in the dash. It's not super complicated, but time consuming, and there's a few tools I don't have to do the job. There's our van. It's up in the air getting work done. Looks like there's 2 people on it. It's scary seeing it up in the air because that thing is almost 9,000 pounds. I don't like it. All right, the ProMaster's all done. The work took about 4 hours, and I noticed that there was 2 people working on the van at some times, at certain times. So I'm really glad I didn't try to tackle this myself. My back could not have taken that kind of labor. Plus, I don't have the tools. Will the sound be gone? I'm thinking no, but we needed the new struts, the new outer tie rod, and the new shocks. I'm just looking forward to getting back in it, driving around a little bit, see how it feels. Welcome to the future. This is 2 weeks ahead from when we were at Richfield getting the struts put in.
Yeah, we last left you at the shop.
We last left you at the shop, and we really wanted to give it some time just to make sure that noise was gone, because sometimes we think, oh, it's all fixed, and then it's not. But this time it's been 2 weeks. That clunk is gone. We're on a washboard road. We haven't got one single knock. So it's pretty awesome to have that taken care of.
Yeah.
And I'm glad it was just a strut, nothing major.
So we got struts and back shocks.
Yes. Yep.
And I cannot wait to share. Whoa! Cannot wait to share the next 5 upcoming videos. We're in Utah, and the scenery is amazing.
Yeah, each spot we've been camping at has been completely different than the last. We're having a great time, and it's finally warm, no snow. So wanted to give you that update, and we'll catch you later.
See you next video when it's not so loud.